Welcome back to Heart and Soul Homes. My name is Monica. Today I'm going to share with you a little office refresh that I've done. I've done a couple of office refreshes, and I think that, I wanted to share this with you because I think it's important to realize and remember that with changes, with, if you're going through something, what your style or what you may like maybe one way, but then by the time you end, or you know what I mean, it changes and it evolves, and your needs are different. And so it's important to kind of take a look at that. Maybe if you're kind of frantic and stuff, you are okay with a lot of stuff and chaos, but then once you start calming down, you want things a little more minimal and just soothing and easing to the eye. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I just wanted to kind of go through, show you what it was like before, and then, show you what it is now, and kind of just explain the differences and why I have, changed things so many times, and where it's okay. It's okay to make changes, Paint is an easy fix. Peel and stick wallpaper is an easy fix. You know what I mean? So it's okay to change. Make sure when you are living in your home, apartment, trailer, whatever it is, whatever space you're working with, or you're in the most, or you're, any of them, make sure that you feel good. You feel happy. You feel rejuvenized. You feel inspired. You feel, you know what I mean? All the things that it's appealing to you. If it's not, then the room's not working for you. It's just decorated or there. So that's my whole goal, is to show you what I've done, why I've done it, and give you the permission if you need, or just give you some ideas of maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that's why I'm feeling this way in this room or whatever. So let's get in, let's get started. But first, make sure you like this video, please. It helps my channel so much. And if you have not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let's get down there, let's subscribe, let's join this community. So anyhow, I'm gonna give you a look at what the office was before, and then we'll get into what it looks like now. So first, I want to talk about an aspect that I really like. I still enjoy, and it's obviously still in the room. And that is this wallpaper. This is a beautiful, I'll give you kind of a closer up look to it, but it's just a very beautiful, subtle, I love to garden. I have a beautiful garden, and so I just loved that aspect of this, and it just soothed my eye. I think one of the main things that I didn't like and I needed change was the boldness of that navy blue wall. And I think in the beginning, I still loved that navy blue wall, but this softened it. This just gave a beautiful, soft ease of eye. You know what I mean? When you walk into a room and it doesn't overwhelm you, it just kind of like settles you. That's what this wallpaper did for me for a period of time, and I still really loved the look. I also have it in my laundry room, and I have a video. I will put that down below so you see that, but I tried this whole color scheme out in my laundry room first. That was the first thing. I got rid of the navy blue. One thing that is important is that you can add color and you can have the different design elements, but if you want your home to just flow and work together, you kind of have to have a set color in mind, or color theme type of thing. So in here, my daughter years and years and years ago had kind of done I gave her a small budget. I said, go, decorate my office, have fun, I trust you. And, we both loved that navy blue. And so I was totally fine with her putting that up. I really enjoyed it at that stage of my life. And so I also took that blue into my laundry room because, you know, if you're trying to do, this is where I see a lot of design mistakes. And if it's something you love, it's not a mistake, right? But is, you know, like maybe the family room, they do, you know, blues. And then the dining room, they do, you know, reds. Okay, and a kid's bedroom, they do green, you know, and a little girl's room, they do bright pink. And then the master bedroom and the bathroom, you know, is yellow, or you know what I'm saying? There's all these different things going on. And then the artwork and all this stuff. If you want a very cohesive flow to your home, if you want to bring in color, the best way to do that is to build in different areas. So it's not, you know, this ping of, ding, this room is this way, ding, this room's this way. So that's what I had done. I liked that navy blue. I liked that whole theme. I loved this wallpaper. So what I did is, the two places I had it were down the hall from each other. Everything else is, you know, creams and gray. Okay, so that was the only, but it went together because it flowed, because we, you know, had it in multiple or two areas. So when I was kind of thinking to myself, the navy blue, I'm not digging it anymore, I did that in the laundry room. And so I brought in the heather from Dunn Edwards to soften it. I kept the wallpaper. And then in here, I'll show you another design element that I absolutely love, and I just think it made the room. But, you know, changing up a room doesn't mean you have to change everything. Like, I guess that's one of my main points here. I'm kind of rambling, but I really loved the wallpaper. So I wanted to build on that. And I really needed some soft, soothing colors. The bold just wasn't working for me. It just made my mind go crazy when I would sit in here. And this is my office. I need to be creative. I need to be, you know, fully in the moment. I need to be inspired, all those kind of things. And I was finding myself not wanting to spend a whole lot of time in here because it was just too jarring to my mind. So that's what spurred the changes that I made around here. But you can keep something that you love and then change some different aspects to help your mental health and your mood and your inspiration. So here is my other wall. This is the wall that was navy. And I brought in this wonderful Dunn Edwards color, and it's in heather. And I love it. We're actually in the process. I did my cabinets right outside here, the hall cabinets in this color, and I'm in the process of doing all my doors in heather, this color. I love it. It is the most beautiful, soothing mix between a taupe, a gray, and a little bit of green. It's just a beautiful color, really beautiful color, and it pairs so nicely with alabaster. Which is from Sherwin-Williams, and I love that as well. That's just got the right white, you know what I mean, that just has enough creamy undertone that isn't stark white but isn't like brown. So this heather color is wonderful, and I did the same color in my laundry room with the wallpaper, so it just pairs beautifully together. And then I had, when you see back the way the office used to be, I had all these inspirational quotes here. And at first I was like, that's gonna be great because I'm sitting at my desk, I'm looking forward here, and I'm gonna get inspired. It just jumbled my mind, okay? It was too many words and sayings and this and that, you know what I mean? Straight on. So I just opted, I actually found this art piece at Hobby Lobby for like $5. It was on clearance. But I just really enjoyed the scenery, that it was kind of like a meadow type of thing. The coloring is just very soothing. And then I paired it with some greenery to bring some life. You know, that greenery, bringing greenery, live or faux plants just brings a room alive. It makes it bright and it just gives it life. So I went ahead and did that. I kept my desk here that just holds my clock, and it's a CD player and radio. And just, I basically kept everything the same, but I just put in a few little, you know, organization situations that I'll go into more detail when I do a walk around and give you really good up closes. But I've got my calendar of, you know, what I'm filming and uploading for the week, so it's front and center in my mind, you know, and I feel so good and soothed and just inspired. And I think that's what any room, especially an office, needs to be. And this is my absolute favorite part of this new refresh of my office, is this wood wall. And it just gives such a beautiful, cozy, textured vibe that there couldn't be anything else that went in here. This just was absolutely gorgeous. It comes already painted white, all that kind of stuff. It's basically just measuring out your wall and all that kind of thing. But I just love it. It just gives such a, again, it's a cozy, I mean, cozy is, yeah, that's a great, you know, word to describe it, but it just, I feel like I'm in a cottage, and I just feel warm, and it just gives so much life in this office. And it's hard to really put into words, but it just really, really does. And so if you have either the means to do it yourself or someone to help you, these wood walls, I tell you what, they are just the most beautiful but subtle, you know. It's just like having a big piece of art on your wall, except it's an actual wall. But I just really love how it turned out, and I of course will give you a closer up. But what I also did, let me just kind of turn this around a little bit. What I also did is paired all my like sayings together, so all my gold frames, all the like ones, and I find that is one great designer tip. If you have a bunch of different frames or a bunch of items that are like, you know what I mean, same color, same whatever, put them together. Because when you have, if I had a black frame, a white frame, and a gold frame, it would have been drawing to the eye. It would not be calm, you know. But with this gold against the white, it flows, and it's just pretty. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's a great saying. I gotta remember that, or I gotta, you know. So where before they were on the other wall, but there was all these different types of frames and quotes and that kind of stuff, and it was too much to the eye. Excuse me, I've got a garbage truck coming by. But so that's a great tip. You know what I mean? When you're trying to make things cohesive and go together, be sure that you're using like materials together, okay? I'll give you a little bit more of a you know, design walkabout so you can see up close. Let me show you one little other area to talk about. This might not be the best angle, but and again, I will show you through, but I like having a chair in my office. I always have a comfy blanket to put on top, and a pillow, just because if for nothing else, I need, like in the winter, if I'm sitting there and I want to have a nice little blanket, you know, to put around me, or I need a pillow for the side, it's an easy thing for me to grab. But then I also have, you know, it looks nice. And I always love to have a chair in my office, just because you know, when my kids were here, you know, they would come in and sit and talk with me, but even, you know, when they come and they visit and I'm in here doing some stuff, you know, they just come in and we have the best talks, you know what I mean? When you're just relaxed and you're doing something, you know, you just have good talk. So I always want to have a chair that, you know, somebody can sit in and we just, you know, we just chat. I went ahead and you can see I kept my desk in the same area. I was planning on making some moves, but you know what, it just really did not work. So I went ahead and kept my desk the same way. I will go through and give you more close-up. I have this great little storage container, but it also is a fireplace. So in the winter, it's super cozy just to you know, be sitting in here and have a little fireplace. It's really a really cute little concept. And I've got my bookcase with all of my wonderful books that, you know, it used to become an eyesore because it was black, and went ahead and painted it the heather color from Dunn Edwards, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's up against the wallpaper, so it's a beautiful contrast. And then this other wall behind my desk we did in the heather as well. So I'm just going to go around and kind of show you each little area, and then we'll end it there. Okay, so we'll just start right here, right as you walk in. This is the door into the office, and what I was saying is I am going to be painting the doors the heather. Frames are going to be the cream, but the doors are going to be the heather throughout the house. But I just really loved, I went ahead and put this, I got this at the Silos in Waco for Magnolia fans, and I just love that there. You know, just do good work and be good people. That's all, that's all we really need. But this is just a little bit of a close-up of the artwork, of the plants, and I just have, you know, some books. This was a gift that I was given, and I just went ahead and put all my, you know, stuff from my board here, and so that's a pretty little space to keep that, you know. And I just have organizing information, gardening information. This is like all of my papers that I burn when it gets full. Sometimes I have this under my desk just to help with my back. This is Cricut, you know, stuff that goes in here. So it's just a really, really stunning wall. I just enjoy sitting back at my desk and just really enjoy. And then over here is the wallpaper. I'm just gonna get up close so you can see. It is so gorgeous, and again, it is peel and stick. I did get it from Target online. I've got this little hook here that carries my bag if I'm gonna go out and maybe do a project where I'm doing some measuring or something. I got that hook at IKEA. And then I got these floating shelves from Amazon. It came in a pack of 4. And I did just put a few little, you know, signs and stuff on here, but, you know, it's not overwhelming for me. And then this is that little stand, and I have like all my camera equipment and some arts and crafts down there. And then I'm able to, all of my oils, you know, kind of little bottles and oil needs. Just a beautiful orchid, faux orchid. And then these are just little containers that I do, like if I'm going to do a special roller or something like that for my oils. Here is that it's a little fireplace. It is so cool. Really a fun little unit. And then the bookshelf, I've got all of my crystals and my crystal information, and then crystals in here, my diffuser, my babies, And then I always have this in here because feathers, you know, bird feathers and, you know, hummingbirds and that kind of stuff just reminds me of my dad. And he's no longer with us, but I just thought that was, it's just a beautiful piece that I keep with me, just knowing, you know, he's always with me. This cabinet, again, we painted it the heather so that it just kind of flowed in the room. It was black before. And just all my self-help and workbooks and design books and all that kind of fun stuff. You know, some meaningful, fun things that I did with my daughter. You know, it's just kind of fun. It's gonna probably get dark just because the windows, but it's a wonderful bay window. Just got my initials up there. So there's so much light. And you know, it's looking out to the front yard, and I've just got my desk, which actually was kind of a yellowy color. We painted it and put this on top because it was kind of like really having some issues. So this is kind of like a contact paper. We did that years ago, and it's really held up very well. And so, got the windows here. Then I just keep all of my organizational files through here. Different books, you know, that are needed. Mailing information, printers. This is such a fun piece. This was right before my dad actually passed. And everybody that, you know, it's everybody's handprint. So that's a special piece for me. And then one year at Christmas time, I took like a shirt, something of my dad's that I thought everybody would like, you know, color-wise and everything, and framed it, and then did a group picture and put it in the corner, and then that was the Christmas gift to everybody in the family, probably about 3 years ago. So I keep mine right there. And, you know, it's just all, this is just function. I love the pop of wood and the black metal against that white. Isn't that just gorgeous? And you can see it's framed all the way around. So it's not like it just, you know, stops. The wood is framed all the way around. And it just is absolutely gorgeous. And then I've just got more organization stuff, all my little pads and notepads and, you know, all those fun things. Another printer, more organization for oils and holiday upcoming stuff, Cricut stuff. You know, it's all labeled. And again, just some simple reminders, you know, simple reminders. And I just left this pretty much blank, but I just, some pieces that I absolutely, that just mean the world to me, and I will come by and take a look at them, and they just mean so much to me. But just, you know, again, more books, more storage capacity. Yeah, I just think this turned out, I love the pinks, little pops of pink here and there. Great storage. This whole storage unit is from IKEA. And then I've had this for many, many years, but I just love this hanging shelf. It is a little, you know, things can come off if it's not weighted just right. But I just think it's super cute. I love that look. And I just like to keep, you know, books that mean something to me, or self-help, or travel. This is a little canvas that I got when I was in Cuba, and then a lot of, you know, we took the kids to the White House and all that kind of stuff in Paris and Gettysburg and Washington DC, and oh my goodness, there's all kinds of fun books in here and everything. So anyhow, I really like this rope and the wood, that texture against this wall also just looks really great to me. So I'm just gonna kind of give you a little spin around. So you kind of just get an idea of the room. My chair. Thank you so much for taking your time and watching this. I hope you got some really good ideas and I was able to help you work through maybe some of your design issues or questions or ideas that maybe you've been thinking about. I hope I was able to give you some good information and motivation and ideas, because that's my whole goal. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please make sure you like and that you subscribe, share it out. That helps my channel so much. And I just appreciate you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.